Most people believe respect comes from confidence. They think if they speak clearly, stand tall, or believe in themselves enough, others will feel it. But confident people get disrespected every day, so something is missing, and almost no one sees it. This video isn't about being louder. It isn't about winning arguments, and it isn't about attracting respect through words. It's about understanding what people respond to before they think. Most people don't decide how much they respect you. They sense it. They read patterns, behavior, consistency, not intentions. Here's what most people don't understand. Respect is not emotional. It's structural. People don't treat you based on how you feel about yourself. They treat you based on what your behavior allows. That's why nice people get interrupted. That's why helpful people get used. That's why explaining yourself feels honest, but quietly lowers your position. People don't disrespect you because they're bad. They do it because the structure allows it. There's an invisible rule everyone follows, even if they'd never admit it. People subconsciously test how much access they have to you. Emotional access, reaction access, availability access, explanation access. The more access people have to you, the less seriously they take you. Not consciously, instinctively. Think about it. The people who rush to explain themselves, who react immediately, who need to be understood, are rarely respected. And the ones who don't correct every assumption, who don't defend every position, who don't give constant emotional feedback, are the ones people hesitate around. Most people try to fix disrespect after it happens. They confront, they explain, they push back harder. But at that point, the hierarchy is already set. Here's the hard truth. Trying to restore respect is often what cements the lack of it, because reaction feeds the structure you're trying to escape. Power doesn't grow through force. It grows through the absence of reaction. That's why silence works. Not because it's mysterious, but because it removes feedback. No feedback means no adjustment. No adjustment means no control. This isn't about becoming cold. It's about becoming closed where it matters. Most people think power is something you do. In reality, power comes from what you stop doing. You stop over-explaining, you stop pre-defending, you stop leaking emotion before it's earned, you stop rushing to be understood. When people don't know exactly where they stand with you, they pay attention. Respect appears when your presence becomes non-negotiable, not loud, not aggressive, consistent. In the next video, I'll explain why silence works, and why most people use it wrong and lose power instead of gaining it. Power isn't loud, it's controlled, it's consistent, and once you understand that, you move differently. Most people believe disrespect comes from bold people pushing boundaries. That's half true. Boundaries are tested, but only where weakness feels safe. Notice something important. People rarely challenge the person who reacts last. They challenge the person who reacts first. Reaction reveals priority. When you rush to defend yourself, you tell people your position matters more to you than theirs does. That imbalance is felt immediately. Here's where most people get it wrong. They think respect comes from being clear. But clarity without control invites interference. That's why the most powerful people speak slowly. Not because they're thinking harder, because they're deciding what deserves energy. Energy is currency, and most people spend it emotionally. Every time you explain yourself too much, you're buying temporary comfort with long-term loss of position. Watch how people behave after you stop reacting the way you used to. Some will feel uneasy. Some will try harder. Some will escalate. That's not failure. That's recalibration. You didn't change the conversation. You changed the rules of engagement. And here's the part nobody prepares you for. When you stop giving easy access, people don't become kinder. They become careful. Careful speech, careful jokes, careful assumptions, because uncertainty demands respect. This is why disappearing works, not because absence creates desire, but because absence removes leverage. When people can't read you, they can't manage you. And when they can't manage you, they watch you. Most people chase attention. Power waits for it. And once people start watching instead of testing, respect has already been restored. Silently. In the next video, I'll show you exactly how to use silence without becoming passive, and why most people lose power by using it emotionally instead of strategically.